So I made a government. Wait, I know what you're thinking. Aren't you that guy that hates government and has been trying to take them down this whole time? And if you said that, yes, you listening? Yeah, I see you. And yeah, that was me. Which is why my plan to create a government was so genius that my friends never would have seen my real plan coming. But more on this so-called government. Yes, that's what this Capitol building has been sitting for this whole time. The banners outside that I've made, that is what they're all for. And last but finally not least, the Constitution, the holy grail of my government. It acted as a signal to all those on the server to be my take on democracy and community. It provided a potential society for all the other nations of the server. I won't bog you down in all the details of the document, but I'll paraphrase it for you. Act in the interest of the nation, not in your own self-interest. The state of Ba Sing Se, which is the name of the nation that I have made, is comprised of the area around the Capitol building. The members of the nation can claim new lands for Ba Sing Se. They can join the parliament of the nation as a leader of their colony of Ba Sing Se. The government is made up of 4 branches: the Board of War, Building, the Parliament, and the Supreme Court. My friends know me well enough to know that I would not stand for a perfectly democratic state, so I would never be able to relinquish the power from the nation from which I created. So I added a clause that I was to be permanent member of the Parliament, War Board, and the only member of the Supreme Court. This way my government seemed plausible. You may be thinking to yourself, cool, but how does that mean you fooled them? And hey, I'm getting to that. Why don't you just wait and let me tell a coherent story? Come on, man, just give me a chance. So as I was saying before, you so rudely interrupted me. God, just try to tell a coherent story here, jeez. But anyway, the creation of my government, as well as the Vale, and the independent nations of the Dardus and Worcester, led to a movement encouraging a group government, aka the United Nations. This occurred as a way to check my government as well as the other ones, to ensure that one did not become too powerful and rule the server. Little did they know that power is the last thing on my agenda. While it is nice in small doses for bargaining and ransoms, it is not my end goal, because then I would be just like them, like a government. I want people running wild, fires starting, TNT exploding. And this United Nations was exactly what I wanted. Even though it may seem like a larger government, it would create exactly what I wanted. Chaos. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. The server had come to a boiling point. It was everything I could ever dream of, and more. I was so proud of everything that I contributed to. To this point, we were finally truly on the cusp of war that I so desperately desired. I could not wait to log in the next day, to witness the chaos that was beginning. But speaking of this chaos, the initial agreement of the United Nations had called for a way to stop prolonged warfare. When the server eventually reaches it, a single king to rule us all, a duel to decide this king, the most powerful member of the nation, to sit on the top of the throne, to rule us all, however they choose. However, when the server eventually reaches this, a shepherd will lead the server players like sheep. If you will. The only question is, will the king be the shepherd, or the leader of the anarchists? Guess we'll have to wait and see what this king becomes. Because war is coming. It is only a matter of time until it's at our doorstep.